is a question that goes for you. And here is a question. Here is a question that comes for me. Here is a question that goes for you. Here is a question that comes for me. What is the royal love for? How does it play out in your life? And how does it work out in my life? How does it become a lamp unto your feet? And how does it become eternal lamp unto my feet? Norogoskili Baba, Norogoskili Baba, Norogoskili Baba Yende, Norogoskili Baba Seya, Yorogoski Kalabo Seke, Oriboyantalabe, and who got up to 7 points. Up to 7 points, 7 points, Iborodosikayao, 7 points of the royal Lord blessing, of the royal Lord wedding blessing. I'm so loving it. Hey, 8.1 goes like this, go in this way. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people, Yisrael, and Yahudim, Horibo Shandayaba, Nerikes Kilibobo, Mirabayan Tulubu. So pray to Yamaseke goes this way. It outlines how the marriage won't function. It's stipulation. I want it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Oh, I'm so loving it. I'm so in love. And point 3 goes like this. Nerekoskili mama yande, nerekoskili mama, oh yeah. It's preset. Don't you know marriage have a preset? Oh, have you not been told marriage have a preset? Oh, mama, yerebo. It preset describe how the marriage would function. Point 4, Himam, Nerebo, Sikaya, Bobo, Seke. Point 4. What picture? Marriage have a what picture? Marriage have a glorious what picture? Marabayantulubu. What picture tells what marriage life won't be like. I'm so loving it. Emotion talabobo. This is what the royal love for. 8.5. Nation diable. So we go for 0.5. Morokoskili Baba Yende. It's judgment. Marriage have judgment. It's judgment. Describe how each other partner would relate to each other. How my husband will love me, will care for me. In the mama, how my husband will love me, will care for me, will carry me all through. In the Shandala Likewise, I, Erebo Sente Labo, Narabayan to Lubu, Nerikayan to Lubu, I'm so in love with my husband. 8.6 gold, Imama Mayo, 8.6 Indorodo Shinalabe goes like this. For either part to violate this agreement, violate the marriage, so please don't do. Never say marriage would turn link of fire, marriage would turn hellfire. Oh, please don't do. And this is the heavy. This is the heavy evil. This is the biggie. This is the heavy. And this one with my heart. The 0.7 with my heart. Because it goes for Abba Yahuwah. 0.7 describe Abba Yahuwah, for he is the group. Promise never to fall. Heaven and earth will pass away, but His word is forever. Amen. And I'm loving it. Ibaroko Shintalabe. Oh, Shintalabe. Oh, Shintalabe. Mama, 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 terrible. I am in love with Him. I'm so in love. I'm deep in love. I'm drunk in love with Him. I am in love with Him. I'm so in love. I'm deep in love. I'm drunk in love with Him. Orobo sikaya go seke. Insantala bobo. Erebo skala oyende. How blessed is my wedding ring. My wedding ring is holy. Holy is my wedding ring. Blessed is my wedding gift. Eternal rest is my wedding contract. My wedding contract is the royal law. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm so drunk in love with Abba Yehovah. I'm so in love. Greetings, family and love ones. Greeting from Abba Yehovah to you all. You are my family and you are also my loved one. To Abba Yehovah be all praise. Quickly, we want to touch on the feast of Shavuot. Here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yehovah with this powerful, again, life-giving message titled For You and Me, from the very heart of Abba Yehovah. The feast of Shavuot means the bride is fully developed for marriage. It's not going to be having to just like that. So right now, what is the feast of Shavuot? Again, this is what the Christendom called Pentecost. So let's get a precept from the royal law. It is called Shavuot, or the Feast of Weeks, counting of the Omer. So let's put scriptures. So right now, brief introduction. So the Feast of Shavuot, like I said, it is what the Christendom called Pentecost. Pentecost simply means 50th. Okay, just number 15. That is 50. That is what Pentecost means. So it is counting of the Omer. Okay. So right now, the Feast of Shavuot, it is when the royal law was being given unto you and me. All right. The same exact day, the Ruach HaKodesh was also being given in Acts of Apostles chapter 2. Because Abba Yehovah always walk accurately. He's not a confusionalist, okay? Only the Babylonian. Babylon simply means confusion. That is what Jesus said. The Feast of Shavuot served for so time, and now I've abolished it. It's no more, no more. But his children, they are celebrating it, okay? This is the what they call Pentecost, okay? Why are you doing it? All right, now. No joke today. So we'll go straight to the business, all right? So I just want to break that unto you. It is the day the royal, even though Christendom, they don't know what they are celebrating. They don't know what is. Then we just say Pentecost. There was a day I was even telling one, asking one, Pentecost, what is the meaning of Pentecost? He said, it is the day they celebrate, the day they gave them Holy Ghost. He said the day they received Holy Ghost. I said no, it doesn't read that way. Pentecost simply means 50th. Number 50. That is what Pentecost is. So you have to work it out. What does number 50 have to do with your celebration? Okay, so we go back to where it all begins. So first of all, that is the brief history of it. Right now, I'm here in Leviticus 23. This is where this message was being stated for you and me, that we should proclaim it. Let me read verses 1, 23. Leviticus 23 verses 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feasts of Jehovah, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Okay, you see it now? It is the feast of Abba Yehovah. So quickly, There you find Passover, unleavened bread. Every year alone is contained about 7 feasts. Okay, the feast of trumpet, Pesach, unleavened bread, Bekurim. They are all here. First fruit. Okay, yeah. So we go to the very one we are into again. The feast of Shavuot. It means consummation to the feast of Pesach. Okay, Shavuot consummate a Pesach. Yeah, this is how it works. These three unique feasts Abayewa gave unto the people, not three, but in this three unique feasts, we be commanded the men of Yisrael, wherever you are in the four corners of the earth, to return back to Jerusalem in this three feasts. Okay, so this three feast is being centered around harvest. Okay, the feast of barley, that is the very feast of Pesach, the one you call Passover. So it is centered around the harvest of barley. Okay, barley harvest. That is where we have our Pesach. Now followed by the second feast and the second what? Harvest. Harvest. All right. So the feast of winds also centered around the feast of Shavuot. Or in another words, Shavuot is centered around the feast or the harvest of winds. Okay, that is where you now called great multitude uncountable. So the very last feast, which that one also centered around the very last harvest, because these are the three harvests in a year. Okay, so that one now it is the feast of tabernacle, centered around the harvest of grapes. So that is the last harvest of it all. Okay, now, so now you know already what it is. So let us get a precept. I'm sorry. From the royal law, Leviticus 1 23 Ari 15 now. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Shabbat, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Shabbats shall be complete. Even unto the morrow after the 7 Shabbats, ye shall number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto Yahuwah. We are coming right back here. I just want to first of all, prepare your heart for this, small but mighty message. So here we are again, the second month, the Borim, Deuteronomy 16, we take from 9 to 11 about this same glorious, powerful, wonderful feast again. I read, 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee. Begin to number the 7 weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks. Okay, feast of weeks is being called Shavuot, unto Yahuwah the Elohim with a trumpet of a free will offering of thy hand, which thou shalt give unto Yahuwah the Elohim, according as Yahuwah the Elohim hath blessed thee. And thou shalt rejoice before Yahuwah thy Elohim, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy maid servant, and thy maid servant, and the Levi that is within thy gates, and the strangers, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you in the place which Yahuwah the Elohim hath chosen to place his name there. That is Jerusalem. Okay, because this feast has to do with starting the race at Mount Sinai, way down at Jerusalem in the upper room. That is where it ends. All right, now. So now a brief background has already been given unto you. You see what it is. Now this three feasts that centered around three harvests always goes like this. That the Pesach, which is Passover, it represents your salvation. Do you agree? Yes. When Yahushua nailed, the wickedness of Allah right on the cross. The seed of the woman is going to bruise your head. It's going to crush your head. And why you give it back to him at his heel? We are not after the heel now. We are after the crushing of the head of the serpent. Okay, now.
Now, in this feast of Shavuot simply means the day you've been sealed with the Ruach HaKodesh, the day you've been numbered among the living. Okay, the day you've been sealed, the day you get baptized by the glorious power of Abba Yehovah, the day Abba Yehovah can't you worthy to share from his characteristics and say, I gave you my Ruach HaKodesh as a seal. No demon dare touched you to carry out my ordinances and my law and my statutes and my judgment. Yes, no one can get that for you. You need to do it yourself. And what is the very last on the Feast of Tabernacles? Feast of Tabernacles simply means resurrection, where the bridegroom is going to tabernacle eternally with his bride. So these are the meaning, the hidden glory inside all these three feasts. It carry weight. It worth celebrating. I'm not at Jerusalem, say where I will put my name. Normally, everyone is being demanded, or Abba Yehovah command everyone to go to Jerusalem. That is what we saw in Acts of Apostles chapter 2. But, due to the scattering of the people of the book, we are unable to do that. But what are we doing now? Let me be referring to myself. What am I doing? Every feast day, I keep it holy because it is being called High Shabbat. Just as I keep the Shabbat, that is how I also keep holy every feast days. I don't work that day. I focus on the spiritual Jerusalem, rather on the heavenly Jerusalem that is going to come down, okay, from the heavens. I focus my faith over there, my faith over there, because that is where Abba Yehovah put his name eternal. You can see Revelation 21 for that. All right, that is what I am doing until Yahushua comes, okay? Every feast day by his grace, as we get along through the calendar of in Anuka. Rather, it is being called calendar of Anuka, but it is the calendar of Abba Yehovah. Okay, that's what we go by. Okay, 30 days in a month. Okay, that is all we know. And that is the very calendar that fulfilled every single biblical prophecies without no confusion. We don't go by Gentiles calendar. Right now, so we see now how many months are we now? According to the biblical New Year, we are on the third month. Okay, so let's prove that. So I read, here I am, Shemo, Exodus 19. Let me just take from verses 1. Then we will now go to Acts of Apostles when this glorious power was being released as it sealed. It said the day you were being sealed by the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, Abba Yehovah is too correct. Okay, I read now. 19, Exodus 19 verses 1. In the third month. Yes, we are now in the third month. When you go to Exodus 12, okay, 1 and 2, you're going to see the first month over there. So you see, so in other words, what does the Feast of Shavuot also mean? Yeah, you heard it already from the title. It is now the bride is fully developed. When our forefather was still in the land of Babylon, yes, it's spiritual Babylon. Egypt is another wicked Babylon again. While they were over there, what God were they serving? Whom were they worshiping? Whom were they serving? It is the golden calf. You saw it in, they still carry that madness. Although Abba Yehovah dealt with them severely, okay? Because now you say yes to me, you can't return back to another man. He's a jealous husband. He's a jealous hobby. He said his name is called jealous. Have you ever seen anyone that said my name is being called jealous? Abba Yehovah has to name. I am that I am is the first name. And what is the second name? Jealousy. Jealousy. Oh, Robosh is a jealous hobby. Okay. So now, while our forefather was in the land of Egypt, they were, sacrificing, okay, to that, golden calf. That is what they used to worship. That is what they used to serve. That is what they are addicted to, Okay, after the death of Yusuf, they now return back, to the gods of the land. They now begin to worship the gods of the Egyptians, okay, which is Allah, okay, and vagina, the black stone. Allah's right hand. We know Egypt worship vagina. Everyone knows that it's in the world history. And we also see that in Islam, that Allah, the stone, Yamini, simply means Allah's right hand, is what Allah used to take away sins. And when you see that stone, it's like vagina. All right. Yes, Egyptians, they worship vagina. All right. Okay, now. They worship the very day man became weak for vagina. All right, now. We are not after that. So we are after the Feast of Shavuot. Let me come back to my stand for now. Let me let Allah go your way. Rest, okay? Oh, no, you can't rest because you are the ghost fire of the Christian. I'm coming for you. So right now, so that is what they used to worship. So after Abba, you wanna give 3 months, okay? 3 months to cleanse that madness. The ark of the covenant remained in the house of Obededom 3 months, and Maria also remained in the house of Elizabeth 3 months, because 3 months, three has to do with Abba Yehovah again. You see, so he waited for 3 months. Now, after that 3 months, Abba, you wanna see that these people, my bride, I'm negotiating for. I did something powerful. I bring out some power. I draw out some energy that they saw in me, pure energy. Say, this one is different from the golden calf. This one is different from all this image we used to bow to. Blast the Red Sea. Really? 10 plagues. What? We need to ruffle after this one. Okay. So after Abba Yehovah has already prepared their heart, captured their attention, just like what he did unto Moshe. He released the burning bush fire. When he now got the attention of Moshe, he said, now take off your shoe, for you are in the holy ground. Yes, because the attention is what we are in need of. Whenever you want to call the attention already of the people of the book, he waited 3 months. Now they have fully developed. Okay, now let me put that scripture before we proceed. I think it will be better. I will first of all finish reading where I intended to read in Shemo 19. So I read verses 1 already, so we proceed now to verses 3. I want to show you something over here, how the bride was fully developed, wrapped for marriage, to say yes to unto Abba Yehovah. Here I am again. The same place, Exodus 19, I read verses 3. And Moshe went up unto Yehovah, and Yehovah called unto him out of the mountain, saying, thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians. That's what I just said. You see, it draw out on undisputable pure energy. You see my energy that I bring, that I am the man that surpasses all men. Okay. What I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings, okay, and brought you unto myself. And now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice, indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moshe came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which Yehovah commanded him. Listen now. This is the proposal. Okay, verses 8 now. And all the people, not some part, all the people answered together and said, all that Yehovah had spoken, we will do. And Moshe returned the words of the people unto Yehovah. In other words, what Moshe was doing, he was serving as a best man. When a groom is about to marry, he always have, best man standing before him. That is the forerunner of the bridegroom. Okay, he is the one to speak the very mind of the bride. Go and tell my wife, my bride, this, and go and do this and go. Yes, that is why you are being called best man. That is the part Moshe was just playing over here. He will get word from the groom and bring it to the bride, and the bride will also give him a word and go and deliver it to our bridegroom. Say, yes, we do. You see, so when a husband is negotiating for a wife, this is the negotiation. But you one negotiator, I draw up your energy. You see what I did. I went, even though you don't know me, but because I set my heart on you, because I set my love on you, eternal. Therefore, I went out on your behalf, not destroy your enemy, break their yokes off you, remove their iron out of your neck, and I bring it to myself. Are you going to submit unto me as my bride? Yes, we do. This is where it is. So we put some more. All right, now here we go again. We put some more, okay? We say the first I do. It also goes in 3 way. Abaya, what has to be, we know 3. It is the power of Trinity. You agree with that? Yes, I do. Here I am again, Exodus 24 verses 1. And he said unto Moshe, come up unto Yehovah, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye far off. And Moshe alone shall come nigh Jehovah, come nigh Jehovah, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. Listen now. And Moshe came and told the people all the words of Jehovah and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which Jehovah hath said, we will do. Again, Moshe has to get the word back, and your brother said again the second time. Are you sure? But I want you to be sure, because you are coming into a serious and eternal covenant, unbreakable. Are you sure the first time? You do, okay. Abaye will say Moshe again the second time. Go and tell them. This is what I'm asking of that. Your totality. You shall not place no one before me. I want to be in the center of your heart. I want to be in the center of your life. I want you to offer me your totality. I don't want I don't want no dragging. I don't want no man around you. I don't want no saying of other at all but me and me alone. I want to banner over you. Are you ready for this kind of relationship? They say, whatever you say, we are going to do it. I take it back the second time. All right, let us also hear the third time. Because when I bring it back the second time, Abayawana also say, go and ask them again. He said unto it, go and tell them again, this is who I am. Are you ready to carry my weight? I'm so heavy. I am the heavy. All right, now. So we proceed to 7. Verses 7, that same chapter. Exodus 24. As Moshe also returned back again, another commandment came. Arena. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said all that Yehovah had said. We will do and be obedient. This time they not include obedient. First time they said, okay, we will do. The second time they said all the people with one voice say we will do. The third time they also respond together again, but they not added one glory. And be obedient, not just to say we will carry you. We know you are the Almighty. We're going to carry you everywhere. Okay? So this is the third time. So this is when we'll say yes to Abba Yehovah at Mount Sinai. Okay? Exactly the same day the Ruach HaKodesh was being given. Okay, when we now say yes to Abba Yehovah, so what was the consummation? So as soon as we said the third time we do, the blood of the covenant was being sprinkled upon us. That is the consummation, because blood covenant. It is unbreakable. It is unbreakable. Okay, it is unbreakable. Okay, it's so stronger. So after that, Moshe now sprinkled the blood of the covenant. Should I also read it? All right, now we see heaven now come down from Abba Yehovah 10. And I saw the Yehovah of Israel, and there was under his feet as it were a paved walk of sapphire stone, and it were like the body of heaven in his cleanliness. You see, not descent. This is where the marriage took place. Okay, as soon as this, you say yes, we do consummation. So right now we are okay. Now when they now said, he said Moshe now took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar, and he also sprinkled upon the people, because now you say you do. So this is unbreakable. Okay, so right now I think we are done. Let us go now to the New Testament. Okay, we see counting on the 50 days, 49 days, 7 Shabbat is 49 days, and the very last day it is number 1, which makes it 50th. Okay, and this same glory of Shavuot, we also found it exact on Yovel. When you proceed now to Leviticus 25, you just study it on your own. You're going to find Yovel, which the one they call Jubilee. Yovel simply means the year of freedom, liberty, restoration. Okay, everybody get back what you lose. Oh, you lose your land, freedom. Oh, you serve, because Israel is only allowed to serve Israel for 6 years. When things went wrong, maybe you are incapable. Okay, now you can hire yourself as a slave unto Israel, but that will only last 6 years. Okay, the 7th, it is returning back. When you borrow, you couldn't pay. It is the year of cancel. It has the same glory as that of the Shavuot. Okay, Shavuot is 49 days. Then you add 1 day, which is 50 days. That is Shavuot. And again, Yovel, it is 49 years. Then you add 1 year, which is 50. The 50th year, we should sound the trumpet and set everybody free. Everybody, it is restoration. It means restore. Everybody return back to your glory, return back to your family. Restoration, your land you lost, you get it back. Okay, this you lost, you get it back. Okay, you were holding some debt, you couldn't pay, cancelled. It is when everything be set anew again. That is the year of Yovel. It carries the same glory as the glory of Shavuot holds. So we are still coming back over here. We're gonna look into, because this the day they said they do, that is the Shavuot we are celebrating, but not that exact day where it take place. So the day where it took place, we will also put that, and we'll also go again to Zechariah 16. Or should we read that first? I think so. So we see from where we just read, Abayewa waited for 3 months before he entered into this eternal covenant with his bride. So here I am, Ezekiel 16, I take from 7 to 14. I have caused thee to multiply as the burnt of the field, and thou hast increased, and was in great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare. You know, naked means sin, okay? You see, they say your breast is ripe for me to touch. Oh, my father, this is marital covenant. Okay, this is more like marriage, of course, marital covenant. I will also put that. Your breast is fully developed for me to touch. And your hair is also grown. Okay, now you are fully developed. Listen, now I read it. It is Abayewa speaking. When I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, that time was the time of love. All right, now when did he pass by them? Right in the wilderness. Okay, he waited 3 months. So he waited. When he brought them out, he didn't just rush into marriage. Rather, also called this courtship. Okay, Abayewa is trying to, these people totally they forget, although they still carry the promises in their hearts, but most all of them, apart from Moshe, the family of the prince, I think almost, 90% of them were keeping now the Egyptians' God, forgetting their own, their own maker. Okay, so because that is why they worship, the golden calf. All right. So right now, in other words, when Abayewa bring them out from the land of bondage, Egypt, keep them somewhere at Masana, the wilderness, from place to place and place to place. So what will I call that? I can also call that courtship, because Abayewa want them to really understand who he is in totality. Okay, he wanted to get that notion of who he is. So he gave them time. He did not just rush into them. He didn't just batch into them. He don't want to rush to them. He gave them 3 months for preparation. Okay, for them to know this is Almighty. This one is different from the golden calf. This one is different from what we used to serve in Egypt, because we see the authority of Pharaoh. It is the dragon, and they were worshiping the gods of the land. Okay, so Abayewa want to get that madness out of their system. He want to flush that genetic modify out of their organism. That was why he waited for a whole 3 months. Okay, you see, they say, when I passed by thee, that time was the time for me to pour out my love on you, for me to give you my rules and regulations. This is who I am. If you are ready to follow me, that will be fine by me. It will be eternal blessing on you. And they will not say, yes, we do. Okay, that was when they heard a young man, come to a young woman, oh, please, can you marry me? That is an engagement, okay? Of course I do. So that is what Abayewa, first of all, he waited 3 months and now begin to say, Moshe, his best man, go and negotiate for me. Go to my bride. I love them. Tell them if they will, in return, love me. And we now say, yes, we do. Should I take it again? Now, when I passed by thee, and I looked upon thee, behold, that time was the time of love. It is time for me to, you see, they say your breast is developed, it's wrapped. Your hair now is grown. You are no more a baby. Now you can handle me. You can know what I want and what I don't want. Okay? You will treat me now as a husband. Arena. And I spread my skirt over thee. So what is the idiom of skirt? You can see Ruth chapter 2 verses now also, where Boaz spread his skirt over Ruth, or when Ruth asked him to spread his garment or skirt over. It is marriage, idiom. It is marital language, okay? So you can see it over there, the references. Okay, so it said, and I spread my skirt over thee and cover thy nakedness. Yes, sin is nakedness, okay? You can also see that in Exodus 33, it said these people became naked, okay? Naked, that is you are exposed to destruction. But Abba, you want to cover them and hide them under his skirt. All right, now, yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee. When did he enter into this everlasting covenant with them? At Mount Sinai, where we just read. Okay, so we're gonna see the covenant, how powerful it was on the wedding day. It was magnificent. Okay, so that's where he entered into this covenant with thee, saith Yahuwah Elohim, and thou becomest mine. You become my wife eternal. Okay, now, then washed I thee with water. What is water? Water go for 3 dimensions. The Ruach HaKodesh, pour the you. All right, the holy water for Yahuwah is the water. You can see Ephesians 5 for that, and you can also see, I think, John. I'm gonna construct later. It is also, I know it's John. Okay, it said, whosoever that believeth on me, out of his belly a rivers of living water shall flow. In this time, he means the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, so in this concept, it go for the word and it go for the Ruach HaKodesh. But now both goes together. We see the law was given, which is the word, and the Ruach HaKodesh also descent. Is the fire, it is the wind. I'm gonna see that right away again in Acts of Apostles chapter 2. Is over there. We saw the fire, and the fire saw the Masana. It is marriage covenant. Okay, now water. He said, yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood. Blood is also a sin. You can see Isaiah 1:18. Okay, blood is a sin, makes sin. I wash away, because all those nonsense that were being felt, once being felt within Egypt, it is sin. It means domination. It means explosion to death. Okay, destruction. But Abba Yahweh said, I thoroughly washed it away from us, and I anointed thee with oil. What is the symbol of anointing again? It is the Ruach HaKodesh. I clothe thee also with branded work, yes, and shield thee with by thy skin, and I get thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with a sling. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put, it makes you very attractive, and I put bracelets upon thy heads. Did you get that? And a chain on thy neck. Deeper life. Did you get that? And I put a jewelry on thy forehead. Deeper life. Did you get that? And earrings on thy nose. Did you get that? Deeper life. Indeed, you are from the underworld, and underworld you will return. And a beautiful crown upon thy head. Did you see how he decked his wife? Thus was thou decked with gold. Did you hear that, deeper life? And silver. Did you hear that, Margaret? and the raiment was of the fine linen and sleek and branded work. Thou didst eat fine flour. Yes, we don't eat no genetically modified scripture. All right now. And thou wast exceedingly beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom, and thy realm went forth among the Gentiles. Okay, for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, saith Yahweh Elohim. Did you get that, deeper life? All right, now you see this, how he decked us. And all this beautifying of a thing, it is the royal law. Because the royal is going to make you wise, like he saith in Deborah. Well, she has said, He said, when we keep the royal law and the statute and the commandment of Abba Yehovah, he said that is going to make other, it's a sign. He said that is going to make other nations to speak, say, wow, who among other gods so close and near to his people as the people of Israel? Wow, these people are so wise. They said they are going to say you are so wise. Yes, that is what the royal law does. It beautifies every part, every area of your life. It teaches you how to speak. It teaches you how to act, how to behave, how to take a walk. Yes, it does it. That is how we become so, perfect in beauty. So we want to see the New Testament, the consummation of the very feast of Pesach, okay? So in our first, journey, Abba Yehovah gave us the royal law, and the second one is really, this is just a brief of it, okay? To sustain us until the very day the whole house of Israel is going to, you see how the whole house of Israel accept the first covenant. This is how the second covenant is going to be accepted. Okay, when Yahushua came those days, he couldn't confirm this last and eternal covenant because why our forefather rejected him. But here we still get a gift from Abba Yehovah. Okay, so I read Acts of Apostles chapter 2. Chapter 1, till we have to go back over there when Yehoshua promised exactly the 40 days Moshe, spent with Yahuwah. When it was also that 40 days, Yahushua took off into heaven. Because if I don't go, the Ruach HaKodesh won't come to you. No, he's not coming. Alright? Because he's the one to do the cleansing. I am not the one. My house is to die for you, but he's the one to carry you to eternal, to do the job, not me. If I don't go, he don't come. Alright now. So I read Acts of Apostles 1:7. And he said unto them, it is not for because my forefather they were so desperate, to see that the kingdom is being restored back unto us, because we have a fallen kingdom now. But Yahushua now said, it's not so. Okay. For Yehochanan, okay, I read from 5. For Yehochanan truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Ruach HaKodesh not many days thence, you see. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Adonai, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which Abba hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power. After that, the Ruach HaKodesh is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem, and in all Judea, and in Samaria, and unto the uttermost part of the earth. Yes. You see now, not many days from now. So let's go to the days when this took place. They were in fasting in one accord, waiting for this glory to descend from above upon them. I read now. And when the day of Shavuot was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind. It's also a wind. And it filled all the house where they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues like of fire. And it sat upon each of them. And they all were filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, and began to speak with another tongues as the Spirit gave them utterances. Yes. On this day, the Feast of Shavuot. So the Feast of Shavuot is going to be first day of the week, the day you call Sunday. That will be 22nd, okay? 22nd. So that's why I want to first of all, upload the message today. Yeah, in order for before we talk about it. Even though I late, I would have done. In fact, I should have done it last week, but a lot of things in the mind, so much. All right now. So let us go back now to when the wedding took place. I can also call this, engagement. Of course, Abba Yehovah waited, in courtship 3 months. Abba Yehovah did his courtship with his bride for what? 3 months, okay? And the negotiation also took place, okay? This was the engagement, okay? After the engagement, what took place now? Marriage. The engagement also lasted for 3 days, okay? Now we are going to talk about the wedding, okay? So, Exodus again 19. Where do I stop? I think I stop at verse 6, 8. Okay, now I will start from 9. Where they say, well, okay, let me take it from 8 again. And all the people answered together and said, oh, that Yehovah hath spoken, we would do. And Moshe returned the words of the people unto Yehovah. And Yehovah said unto Moshe, lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moshe told the words of the people unto Yehovah. And Yehovah said unto Moshe, go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes and be ready against the third day. For the third day Yehovah will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. You see, now the word is about what do you see now? The third day, say prepare the go, make them ready today and make them ready tomorrow. And the third day, that is wedding garment. Get your house in order, prepare yourself, because the groom, and be saying it, is almost here. Put your house in order. Is there any stain in your wedding garment? Get rid of it right now. You see, Abba Yehovah is holy. He said holiness, cleanness is next to holiness. Go and clean your house. We see the third day wedding took place, and this is where the people of the book get these notions from, to be doing wedding on the third day of the week. Okay, Shabbat is already high. Shabbat is already holy on its own. It has its own activities already. You don't join other activities with it. No, it is Shabbat. It is holy. It's not for wedding day. The wedding day, it is the third day of the week, the very day you call Tuesday. That is where Abiyawa enter into covenant eternal with his bride. And that is where the people of the book got that notion from. Here I am, John chapter 2, verses 1. And the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Yehoshua was there. Did you get that? The third day, because it is the third day. Where did they? Why did they? Why are wedding is being conducted on the third day? Abayawa started it. We come back to where it all begins, Genesis chapter 1, and see the glory of the third day. Why Abayawa did his wedding first with his people on the third day. Here I am, Genesis 1:9. And Yahweh said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let dry land appear. And it was so. And Yahweh called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he see. And Yahweh saw that it was good, one good on the third day. Okay, 11. And Yahweh said, let the earth bring forth grass and herbs yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, herbs yielded seed after his kind, and the tree yielded fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was a good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. So this is where our forefather get this notion for, that these two good Abba Yahweh saw. It goes for one for the bridegroom and one for the bride. He saw this is the only day among all 7 days. This is the only day he saw double good. Good. And to my understanding, this is the only third day he also gives seed for multiplication. He said this seed is going to be, man, your sperm, your seed is inside of you. Woman, your egg is inside of you. Every every tree that is going to be bringing forth fruit, that is going to be causing multiplication on earth, they have their seed inside of them. And on the third day, Abba Yahweh releases that glory. Okay, he brings, that is the day we get seed on earth. Yes, it is the seed inside the man, inside the woman, inside the tree, inside the animal, inside everything that is going to be multiplying. It is on the third day. Third day simply means multiplication. Okay, multiplication, marriage. So this is what Abba Yahweh started it. Therefore, followed by his people. Yes, it is our Abba. All right now, so let's see where Abba Yahweh, when he entered into this covenant, said Masana, was on fire. 11. And be ready against the third day. For the third day, Yahuwah will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. All right, now, so let's just go straight away to where he come. When he entered the marriage covenantal marriage, yeah, with the Moshe come down and narrate the event, what Abayewa wanted to do, before the third day, he narrated it unto them. So our verse is 18. Now when he came down, and Masana was altogether on a smoke, because Yehovah descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long, and was louder and louder, Moshe spake, and Yehovah answered him by a voice. And Yehovah came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mount. And Yehovah called unto Moshe upon the top of the mount, and he went up. So let me see, when my forefather now began to cry, so this voice is so hard. I thought it would be easy. It's waiting so hard. Please don't speak to us. Speak to Moshe. And let Moshe come to talk to me. Your voice, it's unbearable. It's terrible. It's heavy. We can't handle. And then I begin to cry. About what I said. Anyway, you also asked for a good thing. No problem. I'm going to be speaking to my best man to be giving you the word. Because who can see Abba Yehovah? Hear his voice? Okay, now. It is Psalm 29. Make that clear unto us. All right, now. So here I am, chapter 20. Because Abba Yehovah begin to do this and do that, and don't do this and don't do that. This is how he beautified us. He gave us a rules and regulations. He's a husband. When a woman coming into a house of a husband, you need to drop that garbage of singleness, that work of singleness, that thinking of singleness, that lifestyle of singleness. You need to dump it on the garbage and now be filled with your husband's commandment, because a husband have a commandment. Thou shalt speak like this, and thou shalt not speak like this. Thou shalt walk like this, and thou shalt not walk like this. Thou shalt prepare my meal like this, and thou shalt not do it like this. Okay, thou shalt come unto me, my bed like this, and don't do it like that. Yes, a husband have a commandment for a wife to follow. Here I am, Exodus 20, I take from 22. And Yehovah said unto Moshe, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. Okay, now the altar, no. When they begin to cry, I just want to add that 18. And all the people saw the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood far off. And then said unto Moshe, speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not Yehovah speak with us, lest we die, because it was so heavy. Who can stand that? Who can stand that? Are you able? We are just asking. If I don't want to ask, see you. But are we able? Yes. Me, I always ask for sufficient grace to stand his presence. Okay. You see, in the days of Shavuot, Acts of Apostles chapter 2, we see what took place when the Ruach, it is the consummation of where I just read. Okay. So right now, the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, I think I have to read it. Yes, for a better understanding. All right, now, like I promised, I said we are coming back again to Leviticus 23, where the feast is being instituted for us to be observed. I read now verse 7. I read from 15 to 16. Yeah, so I take now from 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. And we also gather flour. We are just read Ezekiel 16. Didn't we? 7 to 14. Yes, I failed you with you not eat fine flour. They shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruits unto Abba Yehovah. Listen now. When you go to Exodus 12, Abba Yehovah said they must eat that bread unleavened. It is unleavened bread. It is being called unleavened bread. It's also being called unleavened bread. Unleavened. The feast of unleavened bread. Okay, the feast of unleavened bread. It must not be leavened. It must be unleavened. That is without sin. But here, what did Abba Yehowa said? Now they have to make the bread leavened. It says shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruits unto Abba Yehowa. Why? Because the Ruach HaKodesh, that is the job of the Ruach HaKodesh. It did not come for the righteous. It came for who? Sinners. Because Abba Yehowa knew now the message is spreading wide and wide and wide. The people of the book is already being, scattered. Okay. Now, Gentiles, they are coming in. All right. Gentiles, yes, they are coming into the system. Okay, they are coming with a lot of garbages that needs to be flushed away. Okay, and the people of the book as well. Garbages is in us, needs to be flushed away. So that is why I said these two loaves of bread, I can also call it Old and New Testament. All right, it's bread. That is the bread. Two loaves of bread you're going to find in showbread. In the author of showbread, okay. Now, this bread once in Pesach must be unleavened. But here now it is leavened. Okay. Because people is coming with baggages of sins. Okay. Into this family. And the Ruach HaKodesh is the one to do the cleansing. He is the one to cleanse you. He is the one to resurrect you on the day of resurrection. He is the one that sealed you with the eternal salvation. He is the one that is going to give you a glorified body. Romans chapter 8:11. If that same spirit that raised Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised Yahushua from the dead will also vitalize your immortal body. And Yahushua said, as I am, so you are going to be. Where I am, there you will be also. He raised Yahushua from the grave. He is also the one to do that for you. He is the one to cleanse you. He is the one to prepare you into ministry. In another words, he is the one that is going to prepare us into that call Abba Yehowa has already endowed us with. Everyone here on earth, you carry a ministry. You came here for a purpose. So the Ruach HaKodesh is the one to unveil that offices to you where you've been called. And when he unveil it to you, he's the one to to prepare you for the ministry. Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 6, we see that the Ruach HaKodesh is also who? The seraphims. They are blazed. Seraphim simply mean that burning ones. And we see when he come in Acts of Apostles, what did he come with? He came with fire. At Mount Sinai, he came with fire. Exodus 3, where did he came from? When he brought the name of Abba Yehowa at the burning bush, he was the one. He gave the name. He revealed the name of Abba Yehowa first time ministry unto Moshe. And then we get this name called I Am, this glorious, powerful, wonderful name that is above all name. I am that I am. That is Yehovah. Yud-He, Wah-He. I hear, oh, way, hear ye. That is his name eternal. He is the one to prepare you for ministries. He is the one to cleanse you. He is the fire to consume iniquity. You see, when that fire came, he never came to negotiate with Pharaoh, the great dragon. No, he came, he consumed Pharaoh. He was the power of the staff of the rod that turned serpent. Yes, seraphim simply means ablaze one, the fiery ones, in plural. In singular, what did they go for? Seraphs. And what does that go for? The fiery fly serpent. It's also being called rod. It's being called serpent. It's being called seraphim. It's the DNA. It's the pure energy. It's the true essence of Abba Yehowa. It's the power of conception. It's the power of resurrection. He is the teacher. He is the helper. He is the cleanser. He is the one to shower you and remove every stain. That is why this bread now must be baked with leaven, because people is coming with baggages of sin. He is the one that is going to remove all those filthy things being felt in the world or being felt in the Christian. He is the one to wipe it all away, and he will not sit you down, and he will not begin to teach you. He is the one to let you know what the scripture is. He is the one to give. He is the one revealing revelations. He is the one to unveil the mind of Abba Yehowa unto you. He is the one to reveal things to you. He is the one that, first of all, let you know, make it known unto you before it took place. It is the Ruach HaKodesh. It is the power of miracles. He is the one that causes miracle to overflow. He is the anointing that breaks yokes. When Hina came, I think I have to read. We are coming right back here. It said because this bread must be baked now with leaven. Okay, because why? Because sinners is coming in. The Ruach HaKodesh is the one to cleanse them. They are coming with baggages of sin. Abayawa face reality. He don't play no games over. He knew people is coming with baggages of sin, and so let's prepare the bread. So let them come and be cleansed and be washed. Here I am, Yeshayahu 6. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also Jehovah sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. The palace, did you hear that Abayawa is on his wedding garment? In another word, the train of Abayawa, it is the threshing floor in his heaven. Oh, there's no ties over there, only the train of his garment. Above all, it's still the seraphims. They are the highest ranking. These are the true essence of Abba Yehovah. Above the throne of Abba Yehovah, still above the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings with twin. They covered his face and with twin. They covered his feet and with twin. They did fly. They are the fiery flying serpent. And one cried unto the other, and another answered, Holy, holy, holy is Yehovah of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the post of the door moved at the voice of him that cried. And the house was filled with smoke. This was how they came down, descend. The Ruach HaKodesh descend at Masana. And what happened? Then said, where Prophet Yeshayahu saw this glory, what did he do? Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips, for my eyes have seen Yehovah Adonai of hosts. And flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongues from off the altar, and he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lord, these are touched thy lips, and thy iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of Jehovah saying, whom will I send? And here I am, send me. Because now you are being cleansed. That blockage in your lips that is going to be seizing some words that when you declare words, it's not going to come to pass because few things is in your mind. Demon is over there that is going to be stealing the power of proclamation, the power of declaration. That when you declare, there is demon over there is going to be stopping that proclamation. That is going to be stopping that declaration to come to pass. There is a devil over there. Therefore, fire from the altar of Abba Yehovah touch the lips of Yeshayahu, and therefore you are be cleansed, because it was somehow he opened the door for the devil and had to having some kind of agreement with serpent, with devil, with Allah, to pollute his lips. That was he said, warn to me, I am done because I have not yet prepared. Why should my Abby see a holy one? You see, the seraphims, they are the one to forgive. Your sin is forgiven. They are the one to take away your excess load. The baggages of sin you went to go and bring from Babylon. They are the one to remove that load from you. How are they doing it? By fire. He take the coals, from the altar. It touched that, rather the fire consumed. That flux. The false prophet, what is coming out from their mouth? Flux, unclean spirit, flux. So that demon also wanted to walk with this powerful man of Yehovah. No, Abba Yehovah now open his eye. You are the one I'm going to send. You see, immediately that was being removed out of his mouth, being cleansed. Abba Yehovah says, who will I send? And I say, here I am, send me. I can talk now. When you declare, it's going to come to pass now. Okay? You see, so this is what Abba Yehovah commanded us, to make observance to this unique feast. Okay? All his feasts I do keep. Alright, as Apostle Shaul also did keep. Of course, here I am, Act of Apostle. The very one Christianity is misquoting. The very one Christianity is hiding under, for their own destruction. because this very guy kept the royal law, kept the Shabbat. It was on that. He did not just keep the royal law, but rather he was also doing the works of the royal law. He was a Nazarite under the law, sacrificial law of Nazarite. It's unbelievable. The day I call that, that is when I begin to mad again with this Christian. They are Satan, they see the serpent. They are. Yes, they are. They are pastors, I mean to say. And some of the congregation as well. I read Apostle 18:20. When they desired him to tarry longer time with them, he consisted not. Why? But them farewell, saying, I must be all means, I must be by all means keep this feast that cometh in Jerusalem. But I will return again unto you if Yehovah will, and he shall. Yeah. Okay, let's see now the feast he was talking about. 20 now, verses 16 or so. Yeah, he went to the feast of Shavuot. This very feast we are digging into over here. So I read 16 now, Act of Apostle 20:16. For Shahu had determined to sail by Ephesus, because he would not spend the time in Asia, for he hastened, if it were possible for him, to be at Jerusalem in the day of Shavuot. He went down right in the day of Shavuot. And he also encourages you and me to keep the feast. Let's put that. All right, now, here we are. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, I take from 6. Yea, your glory is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Yahushua, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Our Passover is sacrificed for us. 8. Now therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. Don't do it with the leaven. The leaven is Babylonian system. The leaven has to do worshiping other deities. That is the old leaven. As you now come now into the feast of Shavuot, oh, he must be consumed because it is fire. This is the feast that is being consummated by fire. When you come, no. You see, when the fire was being manifested, right in Exodus 3, he did not came to he didn't come to negotiate with Pharaoh, the great dragon. He never come to negotiate. Rather, he came to take what belonged unto him. These are my people. Let them go. If you say no, I'm going to destroy you. And he did. The fire never come to negotiate at all with iniquity. Rather, he came to consume iniquity. Jesus did not speak according to the royal law. Christian did not speak according to the royal law. Jesus did not speak according to the royal law. Christian did not speak, yeah, according to the royal law. Where did you get Sunday? Where did you get whatever? Ishtar, that's a fertility, January 1st. Where did you get all this pork? Oh, this is the pork. You are misquoting. But he said, let us keep the feast. Let us keep it. It is wonderful. Because it is not our feast, it is the feast of Abba Yehovah. Let's also put some more to refute these pork eating people, the Christendom. You are ready without no knowledge, but it is for your own destruction. It is for your own destruction because you are twisting the royal law. You are misquoting Apostle Shahu. I read now. Colossians chapter 2. Okay, should I take from 7? Rooted and built up in him and established a faith. Okay, now I take from 8, where he was warning us, beware. I read now Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men. After the tradition of men. Oribo Shandayaba. Ribababa Sikayababa. After the rudiments of the world and not after Yahushua. You see, they are going to do, what are they doing at Pentecost? They are going to do it on their Sunday garbage again. Okay? Now, Christianity will say, don't let but here is warning us against you. Because he is warning against the tradition of men. What are the tradition of men? Everything Christianity practice, it is men's tradition. Apostle Shaw is warning us against that doctrine. He said we should beware lest someone will come and exploit us through their, philosophy, tradition of men, wickedness of the world. Not after Yehoshua. He warned us against Easter. He warned us against December 25th, Christmas. He warned us against January 4th. He warned us against Easter, okay? He warned us against Lover's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Children's Day, Halloween, the one they also call Thanksgiving. Those are the tradition of men. Those are the practicing of the whole world. He warned us against paying tithe as money. No, that is the doctrine of men. He warned us against, rooting. You see what is first fruit? He warned us. What is the Christian not doing? As this is their first month, they call it January. Every euro they worked that full month, he belongs to their pastor. That is philosophy. He himself warned us against. All right, sowing a seed as money. What? He warned us against. Those are the tradition of men, philosophy of men. Not after Yehoshua. 9. For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and ye are complete in him which is the head of all principality and power, in whom also ye are circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, in putting off the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Yahushua, buried with him in baptism, wherein also ye are risen with him through the faith of the operation of Yehovah, who hath raised him from the dead, and you being dead in your sins and the uncircumcision of your flesh hath the quickened together with him, having forgiven you all trespasses, blotting out the old handwriting of the ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took out of the way and nailed it to the cross. Excuse me, it is not the royal law. Jesus did not speak according to the royal law. Christian did not speak according to the royal law. What was the ordinances, wickedness of the wicked one that was against us, that was contrary to our soul? It is the link of fire. It is death. It is genetic modified system, organism in our system. That was contrary in Genesis 3. That was the sign of Revelation 12:1. There appear great and a wondrous son. Okay, another one also appear. The one that is appears, the one that is against us, is the one, the rules and regulations of that one. It is the very one that is, contrary to our soul. The very one he himself took away and nailed to the cross. Not the royal law. He is the royal law. He cannot be destroyed himself. He said the word of Jehovah became flesh and dwelt amongst us. John 1:40. He came in flesh, and that word became flesh. He kept the Shabbat. He celebrated all these feasts we are talking about here. 49, take it again. Blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us. What was that? Genesis 3. That old semper, which is Allah. That is the handwriting of Allah is against us. Sharia law is the most devilish one. Most devilish one. That is what he nailed to the cross. Eternal lake of fire, damnation. That is what he nailed to the cross. When he deceived the first man, the first woman. That was contrary. The judgment is contrary to our soul. You shall surely die. That is a contradiction to the first plan concerning you and me. He took it away from us. Because it was contrary to us. He took it away. He took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross. It's not the royal law. It is the ordinances, the handwriting of serpent, the Allah, right in Genesis 3, which is the link of fire he nailed to the cross, the second death. That's what he nailed to the cross. And having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly, triumphing over them in it. Let no man therefore judge you. Let no man therefore judge you in meat or drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath day. This is what they used to justify their wickedness. Right? That he is letting us, where you keep it, let no one dare speak against you. He is letting us, you see, say, let us keep the feast. For Yahushua is our Passover lamb. Let us do it. Yeah, he is teaching against the people that we want that we want us not to do. Don't let them judge you when doing it. Don't let them speak against you. Don't follow their philosophy because they are going to spoil you. Don't let them spoil your soul. Anyone that is going to be judging you for doing it, don't give that room to them because you are doing it accurately. Let's continue and see how he concludes this statement. Christianity, you are in problem, a bigger one. Verses 17 now, which are a shadow. Did you get that? Which are a shadow of things to come. But the body is of Yahushua. What is the? He said this is a shadow of something. The Shabbat, the new moon, the feast day, the drink offering, peace offering, meat offering. They are shadow of something on its way, still coming. Because Yahushua has already come. He should have said it was a shadow, but not was. He said it's still a shadow of something on its way coming in Yahushua HaMashiach. That is it. But how did he take it? Let me not be quoting wrong. But the body is of Yahushua. Who is the body? I am the body of Yahushua. His bride is his body of Yahushua. When we are doing these things, what is it saying over here? We are not going to do it like it's being done in the old. That is the old system. But now we are going to do it. That was what Abiyawa said. Offer a new wine. The first day, because this Shavuot has twofold ministry. It has twofold glory to unveil. First, the very day we start counting, we offer a first fruit unto Abiyawa. The very last day, complete 50 days, we will also offer again the first fruit unto Abiyawa. The beginning, there's first offering, and the last day, there's first offering. First fruit offering, excuse me. The very first start of counting, we offer first fruit offering. And the very day which consummate 50 a day, we also offer again another first fruit offering unto Abba Yehovah. Alright, so this time we are not going to be doing it. Those that normally sacrifice animals for sin and for that various washing. No, it's not that system anymore. This system is going to be done on Yahushua ways. Just as we keep Shabbat, before Shabbat in the old, you are not allowed to even light up a fire. When you be caught, you will be killed. That was how serious it was. But in Yahushua own way, that is how we are doing it. We are allowed to cook. All right, we are allowed to do something good that day. We are allowed to help. All right, we are allowed to cook. I can light fire on the Shabbat. I still do light because I see the follower of Yahushua HaMashiach, because he said, I am the Adonai of the Shabbat. His follower, there's something that they went out. Initially you don't need to go out. You need to go to synagogue. You need to worship. They were also going to do it in another form. So we say, this is my son. Matthew 17, 1-6 or now. Yeah. So we do it now in his own way. Let's see how is a shadow of good things to come. All right, now here I am, Ezekiel 46. I read, thus saith Yehovah Adonai, the gate of the inner court that looketh towards the east shall be shut 6 working days, but on the Shabbat it shall be opened, and in the day of the new moon it shall be opened. You see, so we proceed now to where all the feast is. All right, now take 2. And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate without, and shall stand by the post of the gate. And the priest shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offering, and he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth, but the gate shall not be shut until the evening. Only on the Shabbat. And the prince is talking about is Yahushua HaMashiach. We knew everyone. Oh, this is Ezekiel temple. He is the one to build, and he is the one to do all this burnt offering. All right, new moon, of course. Likewise, the people of the land shall worship at the door of the gate before Jehovah in the Shabbats and in the new moons. Did you get that? And the burnt offering that the prince shall offer unto Jehovah in the Shabbat day shall be 6 lambs without blemish, and a ram without blemish. And the meat offering shall be at ephah for a ram, and the meat offering for the lambs as he shall able to give, and as end of oil. Okay now. And in the day of the new moon, it shall be a young bullock without blemish, and 6. Okay. All this is gonna fall when he come in a thousand. Yeah, this is the glory of a thousand. 7 now. And he shall prepare a meat offering. All right, now he's still talking about the meat offering. I want to go to the feast now, the feast days. Just read it all. Now verses 9. But when the people of the land shall come before Jehovah in the solemn feasts is even plural, solemn a feast, he that entereth in by the way of the north gate to worship shall go out by the way of the south gate. And he that entereth by the way of the south shall go forth by the way of the north. Okay, right now keep going. Oh, you see the whole world. Let me put some more. All right, now I read Yeshayahu Isaiah 66, 22 to 23. I read, for as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith Jehovah, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Shabbat to another shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith Jehovah. Do you see new moon? Do you see Shabbat over there in the puzzle? In fact, this is eternal. Here I am, Zechariah 40. I take from 50 way down to the very last verse. All right, this is the very last feast of the year, okay? Year of the 7th feast, because the very last one should be Hanukkah. The very way Yahushua also celebrated, simply called dedication, rededicate and turn on the light. That is what it is. John 10, okay, 22 to 23 or so, he did it. I read now. And it shall come to pass, Zechariah 40:16, and it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to worship the King, the Yehovah of hosts, and to keep the feast of what? Tabernacles. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth, not some parts, okay, including Islam, yeah, all the families of the earth, unto Jerusalem to worship the King, Yehovah of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. What is rain again? Weather, no word of Yehovah, no mercy, the Ruach HaKodesh. And if, because they want to cleanse you, I'm not going to send you rain, not dry. All right, now I read. And if the family of Egypt go not up, and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague. He's going to plague them. There, wherewith Yehovah will smite the Gentiles that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacle. In that day shall there be upon bells of the horses holiness unto Yehovah, and the post in the Yehovah's house. The pots we are going to be using to cook in this millennial reign of Yehoshua is holy. Even the pot we are going to be using is holy. And the pots in Yehovah's house shall be like the bowers before the altar. Yes. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judea, okay, shall be holiness unto you. Even the pot we are going to be using to cook in this very temple is being made holy unto Yahweh. And all they that sacrifice, you see, every one of us, we are going to be making sacrifices. All they that sacrifice shall come and take of them, we eat of it, and season therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanist in the house of Yahweh of hosts. We know who's Canaanist? Yes, pork eating people. Okay, so we praise it to Isaiah again. These are all being found in the millennium reign of Yahushua HaMashiach. Here I am, Isaiah 2, I read from verses 1. The word that Yeshayahu, the son of Amos, saw concerning Yehuda and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days, that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations, listen, and all nations shall flee unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of Yahweh of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem, and he will judge among the nations, and shall rebuke, many people, and shall beat their sword into plowshares, and their carry and spear into pruning hooks. Nations shall not lift up sword and rightness. Okay, I just hang it over there. So these are the shadows of something good on its way, in the feast of Abba Yehovah. So family, this is what I quickly want to touch on. Like you heard it already. Happy Shavuot. Put your house in order. Stop celebrating pork and celebrate lamb. The blood of Yehoshua, which is the blood of the Lamb of heaven, taketh away your sin. But the blood of pork, which is Jesus, is going to drag you down to the lake of fire. It is covenantal. It is a covenant of eternal what? A place. Eternal what? A kingdom. The blood of Yehoshua, the Lamb, is going to take you into eternal, kingdom of rest. And the blood of Jesus Christ from the pit of hell is going to take you into eternal damnation. That is their kingdom. Man will always give what they have. Jesus did not speak according to the royal law. Christendom did not speak according to the royal law. Keep it in your pocket, okay? We are doing this segment for the sake of our brethren that is still in their midst, in order for them not to also get that same eternal damnation, okay? That's what we are doing over here. So this is the unique feast, or the glory inside this feast of Shavuot. It is the sealed you. As we are talking about, a seal is going on. Revelation 14. Seal is going. It says, seal them with the truth. Is sealing us now with what? Truth. Okay. When you read Revelation 7, you're gonna see the sealed over there. When you go to Revelation 14, you're gonna also see it is going on right now. Okay, it's going on right now. So it said, because we are being sealed in the day of redemption. Who is by the Ruach HaKodesh? Okay, he is the one doing it right now. Okay, but when you are celebrating Babylon, Allah is going to seal you for destruction. That is it. Revelation 30. Stay tuned on Shabbat. So Shalom family, stay tuned. Shabbat, another powerful message, like I said, is on its way coming. The mystery of Mahdi is fully loaded again with wickedness of the wicked one, with the link of fire in fact. Stay tuned and be a part and listen to that message in order for you to put your house in order.
Oh, hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. I'm proudly say this. This is who I am, my true identity. This is real me, my eternal ID. This is who I am. Yahudif Yisrael from the royal tribe. This is who I am. Now be Israel is not a religion. No, 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 no. Is not a denomination. No, 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 no. Is not a title. No, 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 no. But eternal nationality. This is who I am. Here we go again. The royal law is not a religion. No, 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 no. But a sweet divine fellowship of Abba Yehovah. Aloha of you, of I am that I am. This is who I am, to the glory of Yah. This is who I am. Here we go again. Oroboseya, inarabayantulubu, inderekesiye boyande, norokoskele bo shantala, naboseyerebu. This is who I am. Proudly say this. This is who I am. Now the rise of Yisrael. Noroboshanta, Naribuyando, the elect, the elect, Orobosika Yabo, Narabayanta Labe, Norokosike Yabo, the very elect of Yah, Nashanta Labo. We are made for signs and for wonders. We are made for signs and wonders. In Orobosekeya, Narabayanto Boseke, Nerekoshinta Labe, Nerekosinto Labe, Narakayanto Labe. Hear me one more time. This is who I am. Nereboseya, Nereboseya, Nerebo. Yeah, oh, this is who I am. Nereboseya, Nereboseya, Nerebose. Hey, who? Here, Masulia. Yereboseya, mama soye, nereboseya,